Yes, guys, welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, part 86 of the Game On Challenge. Now, this is bizarre, right? This is really bizarre because I've just looked that the previous part was only a week ago. So you're thinking to yourself, well, what's the fucking point? Well, trust me when I say there is every fucking point. Let me tell you what's happened, right, with this game. We almost lost it. So, obviously, as the future, continues to come through, we're seeing different blips that's coming into the ODB. We saw it with that duplicated left back. We're seeing it with this. We're seeing it with that. Nothing has been really game affecting, changing. However, now do you remember me saying to you that at Dortmund I was capped at my wage for some reason, 34 grand a week? I believe that capped wage was because my bank had looped. So, anyway, we dealt with it. Anyway, we started playing the season. I think we got about halfway through the season. And for some fucking bizarre reason, right, all of a sudden, I was £2 million in debt. I kid you not, 2 million in debt, in the red, insecure. And I said to Matt, I went, fuck this. I'll leave because I'm not going to... And Matt got it. Matt totally got it. Because I think it was the opposite way around. He'd have said the same as what I said. So I left. And I left to go to Belgium. And the team that I left to go to, who for some bizarre reason had an absolute stack of money. And I'll show you exactly who they are. It was them. And they, so I was really, really pissed off. But I got over myself, really, to be honest with you. I was really hacked off at all of it. But I almost got over it. And then, do you remember I said to you what we did in our game? We took off the contract protection shit, which was always a bit of a risk in order to just have a better gameplay. We opted, we chose to make another change on something. And that was to change, I'll do it with Matt, to put the patch in where the bank does not loop. Now, it's bizarre, really. I did that before it took all my money. So, in theory, it's probably my own fault. I don't know. Anyway, yesterday, I was pissing around. I say pissing around. I did a fresh install, only because of something else that I read. And I decided to put the bank loop thing in, and everything that I've got as is. Fired up the game, looked up Dortmund, and the money's there. I said to Matt, can you believe this? And maybe if I'd stayed with a fresh install right at the beginning, Matt actually then came up with the idea. He goes, look, I've got an idea. Matt still had the save from the start of the season, 21st of August 01. He goes, we'll go back. And I felt a bit bad, really, but I think the bottom line is I'd have done it if it was the opposite way around, and so on and so on. So we collectively agreed we'd go back to the start of the season, and I would go back to Dortmund because of it. It's really bizarre. I mean, I've gone back to Dortmund, and 4 of the transfers were already in place. These 4, because I think it was the 7th of the 7th. So, Kirkby, that Karagunas regen, Garner, Gutierrez. I've brought in now Mark Hearn. Now, this is another one, let me tell you, another patch that I've added now. And this is, they're not cheap patches, anything like that. I'll explain what the patch is. This is to stop the board interfering. So, this guy here, Mark Hearn, we had numerous bids in for him at 15 million, kept getting rejected. He was only worth $1 million. So that tells me that that's worked. So the 2 patches is stop board interfering and stop our bank looping. Now, we've still got a major issue, and that is that we can only offer 34 grand a week. The only players that are on 34 grand a week are that of the players that were already here when I joined. And for some reason, Barry Hughes. And I don't really know why, because Barry Hughes I did purchase. So, do you know what? It's worrying, if I'm honest with you. Now, one of my biggest worries, what it is, I was speaking recently to Mike Evangelou, who told me about his game 50, 60 seasons in, and Spain has ceased playing. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. He's playing in whatever country, and Spain no longer has any fixtures, that sort of stuff. And that's because, I don't know, some games got delayed and went over the update, so that's fucked. And that's now years and years, and that's probably never going to rectify itself. I'm concerned that Germany's leading that way as well. So, also, So I've had to play the League Cup again, which I won 2-1 in the final. I lost the World Club Cup at the final, but had to replay it. We've played it up to the groups. Now look at the date. We've not even played the semi-final yet. Now I don't know why on earth the semi-final has not taken place yet. I really don't know. And I've actually already slipped up as well. We're 2 points behind. So I don't know if the World Club Cup's finished or if we're still going to get the semi-final. If I click on it, it will say schedule. The semi should have taken place on the 11th. It's nowhere near. No fixtures have been scheduled. Do you know what I mean? It's all a little bit messed up. So when we had before we restarted, I was second in Belgium with that RW team. They were way off the pace already. I hadn't actually lost a game, and Matt was top of the German league by a point of Dortmund. Now I think if Matt was really way clear or had already won the title, I think under no circumstances would we have gone back. I think the fact that he was 1 point clear, nothing was set ashore. So. And that's that. That is the latest of the Game On challenge, and you know it was a real tricky one. It was a real tricky one. I actually, when I first went with the money, I said to Matt, "I'm not staying here with 2 billion in debt." I looked at the jobs available, and there was Leeds that appealed to me. Leeds, Vélez, I think it was in Argentina, Prague, and the Belgian side. So there was a few options. And funnily enough, I think I got the job almost straight away. It was ridiculous. So that's that then, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, take it easy.